Hello world. Um, my name is Rashad Jones, and I just like to open up and I guess share my story and my journey with anybody who cares to listen. Uh, First off, I like to welcome you to Gang God Supplements, and I appreciate you actually taking an interest foremost. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into introduce myself, who I am, my background, and the reason that I'm doing what it is that I'm doing. And I hope that you can find some value in what it is I offer. Um, so I just begin. Um, a quick background on myself. Once again, my name is Rashad Jones. I was born 1984 in Cleveland, Ohio. Uh, Upon graduation high school, I decided to join the U.S. Navy. I spent 11 years serving my country, and once my time came to separate from service, I was um, I was indecisive about the next step in my life. I didn't know exactly where I was headed, what I was gonna do. Um, and little to back up a little bit, I had got married in 2010. Got out in 2014, so I've been married for 4 years, and I had a new wife, and yeah, I needed to figure out what was the direction that I was gonna take us. After pretty much leaving everything that was I was accustomed to, that I was living a stable life. I was guaranteed to get paid on the first and the 15th in the Navy, and that had all come to a conclusion. So I needed to figure out, okay, where were we gonna start next? So I decided to venture out to, or we decided to venture to California, from Virginia Beach, Virginia. It was a long, tedious drive, full of complications, but eventually we made it. Upon arrival into California in 2014, pretty much my plan was to utilize my military benefits and find a school that I can learn a craft that could eventually, convert over into a prosperous career. So I decided to go to school as an automotive mechanic at Universal Technical Institute in Rancho Cucamonga. And I gotta be honest, my main motives behind actually attending this institute was, first, they were providing me, of course, with a monthly stipend, which has its obvious benefits. I could sustain myself and my wife, even though we did not have a home upon arriving into California. Uh, so yeah, that was the first appeal. So I was getting a monthly stipend, and also I owned a fairly decent car, a 2010 Ford Roush Mustang, and I liked it a lot. So I wanted to know pretty much how to repair anything on that car, without not having to take it to a mechanic and incur all the outrageous charges that they try to put on people. There's a lot of abuse that goes on in that industry, and I didn't want to be a victim. So I decided, what better way to avoid that than to pretty much be my own mechanic, be knowledgeable, and able to repair not only my vehicles but my wife's. So I uh, I enrolled at Universal Technical Institute, and eventually I found that I didn't enjoy it, that much. Not enough to make a career out of it, uh, and I guess not enough to just learn the stuff just so I could take care of my own my own personal vehicles. So, uh, after a short period, I ended up dropping out of Universal Technical Institute. Left that in the past. After doing so, I acquired several or numerous jobs that didn't last much longer. Uh, I don't know if you know anything about California, but there's a lot of jobs out here that essentially, in my honest opinion, they they're raping people. It's horrible. The labor, they work people to death. It's strenuous jobs that pay minimum, if that, and they expect you to go above and beyond and put in all these hours and just slave constantly, and you pretty much get stuck in that cycle, of waking up, going to a job that you honestly do not enjoy, and forced to give 110% just to be able to sustain yourself, to pay your bills, and it's repetitious. You have to come back because you're bonded by that paycheck. Or rather, you're bound. Um, Try living without it. It's not going to last very long. And so I've come to recognize these jobs as what they are, honestly, which is just slavery. It's paid slavery, wagery, labory. um, so it definitely it's a turn off to me. And so I started to think, how can I escape that cycle? And I came to the conclusion that the only way to do so is to pretty much be my own boss. I'm never gonna fire myself. That's another thing. I've lost numerous jobs since I've been out here. How many I don't care to count, and I don't care to return to any. But I've lost numerous jobs, so I do not. I no longer believe in any. I no longer believe in job security. Unless you're your own boss, there's always a chance that something can happen. For instance, just take, for example, what's occurred here as of late with this pandemic. Nobody could have predicted that. Nobody could have prepared for that. And the only way that you could have security under these conditions is if you were determining your paycheck, you were determining, you were in control of the factors that determine your security, which is that paycheck, you know so you have to be your own boss. And so I started thinking to myself, how exactly. And I think I was working at a Jiffy Lube at the time, another job, which I didn't really care for. But I got to thinking, what can I do in order to escape that cycle, in order to escape those shackles? And I came up with the idea of starting a supplement business. I've always been big into fitness, and I've always believed in health, taking care of your body, because you only have one after all. So why not, try to preserve it for as long as God allows. And so the supplement industry seemed feasible to me. It seemed logical, something not only that I could be benefiting myself, but also helping a lot of other people, whether it be making them knowledgeable about how to better their health, or um, yeah. So I came up with the idea of Gang Gods, as I was a lube technician at the time. So I came up with the idea of Gang God supplements, and I wanted to start a whey protein company. I was going to start out with a single whey protein supplement, and at the time, it was just an idea. It was far fetched. It was out of this world. It's just a dream. But for one reason or another, it wouldn't leave my mind, and I became transfixed on it. And granted, I'm still homeless at the time, and I'm just really dwelling on it, and starting to see it as a means of not only escaping, the job, but also to escape my current condition of being homeless. Um, Now let me make this point too. I don't have to be in this position. I don't. I have a large and loving family that cares for me, is willing to take me in, that will, save me from my living conditions. But for one reason or another, I can't do that. I don't want to run from, this challenge. I don't want to run from it, and that's what I see it as. It's a challenge. I want to overcome it. I want to fight this battle head on, and I want to conquer it because I feel by doing so, it would not only build my character, um, it will make me stronger, and it will enable me to face any future difficulties that might arise. Um, it will prepare me for those future challenges. So I definitely do not want to. I don't want to shy away from it. Rather, I want to conquer it. And that's why I have chosen to stay in my situation. Right. For instance, right now I have been living in this current location, which is a dumpster area. I cleaned it out. It's hospitable, I guess. It's good enough for me for now. But yeah, I cleaned it out. You can actually look around a little bit, just proof, verification that I'm not, bullshitting you. But yeah, this is where I currently stay. And this is pretty much, I call it the trenches. And it's where I'm plotting my strategy to pretty much to overcome my situation. Uh, so yeah, so I came up with the idea of Gang Gods. That's the supplement company that I will be promoting, and I want to say the whole reason that I want to share my story with people, because I've always been a very introvert person. I uh I don't like to come out a lot. I'm not big on clubs. I'm not big on conversing with a lot of people. I don't have many friends. Um, but I feel that by sharing my story, I can not only learn a lot about myself by coming outside of my comfort zone, because that's where my growth lies. So I need to step outside of that of being inside myself. I need to venture outside of it, because that will expand my horizons. But also, I want to inspire others. Um, I want to inspire others that are in similar situations, or worse situations for that matter, because my situation, in my opinion, isn't all that bad. I've come to be grateful, rather, for what it is that I have, and instead of I guess painting myself over what it is that I don't have, because I foresee myself in the future having more than what I could ever imagine. I do, first and foremost. So I'm not too worried about my future. I'm not. I feel like it's gonna be great, but I feel like this current my current experience has also, it's making me a better person, because it's making me appreciate you know everything that I currently. It's making me appreciate everything. It is. It's making me appreciate everything. Just waking up to see the sun, the simple stuff that we take for granted. Being being able to walk. Um, I recently, well, not recently, but I injured my leg. I'm out here, dealing with a ruptured patella tendon. I'm literally rehabbing on the streets, and every walk, every step that I take it's a freaking blessing. It's a blessing. I I never could envision myself prior to, this injury, just being so damn grateful for being able to walk. But then once it occurred, it opens your eyes. You don't have to be able to walk. You don't have to be able to see. You don't have to be able to hear. You don't have to be able to feel. These are blessings that many people are they don't have, you know? And you don't know what it's like to live without these so-called simple things, which actually aren't that simple at all. They're very extraordinary and complicated, but you don't know what it's like to go without them until you go without them. And so I'm grateful even for this occurring, my leg. I'm grateful for the injury because it's given me a it's it's given me a huge sense of appreciation. And I feel that it's important that I appreciate the basic things in life so that when I obtain, more, I will know how to appreciate those things as well. Because a lot of people with everything, they're born with everything. They know nothing else but wealth and prosperity and abundance. A lot of those people, and I may be wrong, but I'll just speak for myself. If I was born with everything under the sun, I personally don't think that I would have a great enough appreciation for what it is that is in my possession. I wouldn't. Um, Kind of like, in order to know happiness, you have to know sadness. I guess in order to appreciate, in my opinion, in order for me to appreciate abundance, uh, I have to know poverty. I do. I have to feel it. I have to, and not only that, but I have to come to the point where I actually appreciate. Um, Even though I may be in poverty, I have to appreciate all the small things that I possess. Um, that's just me personally. I think it's an important lesson, and I'm actually grateful that I'm gaining that lesson. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and all in all senses. Um. So yeah. Uh. What I intend on doing here is sharing my story, getting outside of my comfort zone, and not only proving to myself through my actions that it's possible to come from a position of poverty, to come from a position that may seem dire, that may seem hopeless, and overcoming it. I need to prove it to myself that it's possible, and I know it's possible. I'm gonna do it. Period. I'm gonna do it. Um, but I want, in the process of doing so, to hopefully, I can inspire others. Anybody that may be going through anything. I couldn't imagine. I know there's a lot of people going, oh my God, through lack of better words, hell. There's a lot of people going through hell, and they may seem lost, and they may seem, just completely like giving up. You know what I'm saying? They might feel like giving up. I've heard a lot of stories since I've been out here, and that has also instilled in me appreciation for where it is that I stand. Because it can always get a lot worse. So I hope that the videos I post, I hope that you can gain some value um, from what it is that I offer, whether it be knowledge, whether it be exercise instruction, whether it be the supplement that I promote. And I hope that I can inspire someone to envision greatness when all they see is, you know, things that are less than great. I want you to know it's possible. I want me to know it's possible. I already do. I've come to that conclusion. But I want you to know that no matter what you are going through, that there, as long as you find something to hold on to, and you grasp it with everything that you can muster, with your soul, with your heart, you know, nothing can stop you. Nothing. You can overcome any condition. You can overcome any situation. It's all inside of you. It's inside of you. And it's up to you to make whatever dream you have, whatever aspiration, whatever vision you see. It's up to you to make it happen despite your surroundings. Um, as long as you have breath, you have opportunity. And that's that's required in order for you to obtain anything that you can imagine. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody on their journey, by me sharing my story and my journey. I hope that I can give you direction or give you inspiration, whatever I can offer, uh, to see you through. You know, that's it. Uh, Once again, I appreciate you taking the time to actually, view this video and have an interest at all in what it is that I'm doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So everybody, please just stay safe and let's uh let's just keep moving forward. This world has so much to offer. It's a beautiful journey. Even through the ugly moments, the ugly like occurrences and whatnot. It's still beautiful, and I just want people to be able to see the beauty in whatever it is that they're traversing. So yes, that's it. Thank you again, and a lot more to come.